If your skin still feels tight after you moisturize, you might not be moisturizing wrong. You might be missing the hydration step entirely. And those are two different things. Today, we're clearing up one of the most confused ideas in skincare, the difference between hydration and moisturizing. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one your skin is asking for. Hi, I'm Dana, skincare educator and founder of Beauty in Color. I help women understand their skin, build better routines, and age intentionally. By the end of this video, you'll know the actual difference between hydration and moisturizing. They are not the same thing. You'll know how to tell which one your skin is missing. You'll understand a layering technique called the hydration sandwich and why it works. And you'll have a clearer picture of why all of this matters more for your skin in your 40s than it ever did before. Most of us grew up thinking moisturizing was the answer. You wash your face, you put on moisturizer, done. But moisturizer alone isn't doing two jobs. It's doing one. And depending on your skin, you might need two. Here's the difference. Hydration is adding water to your skin. Moisturizing is sealing that water in. They sound like the same thing because we use the words interchangeably, but they're not. They use different ingredients. They do different work. And depending on your skin, your environment, and your age, doing only one of them might not be enough. Here's what most people don't realize. Skin can be dry. Skin can also be dehydrated. And skin can be both at the same time. Those are different conditions, and they need different solutions. Let me separate two things that get confused all the time. Dry skin is a skin type. It's a long-term condition. Your skin doesn't produce enough oil, not enough sebum, not enough lipids, so it has a hard time keeping moisture locked in. Dry skin is something you generally are, not something you become overnight. The signs of dry skin include flakiness, rough texture, persistent tightness, and a lack of oil shine. Dehydrated skin is different. It's a skin condition, not a skin type. It can happen to any skin type, including oily skin. It means your skin is short on water, not oil. And the good news is dehydration can be addressed. The not so good news is it can stick around as long as whatever's causing it sticks around. Things like over-cleansing, a damaged barrier, dry indoor heat, or just the natural changes that come with age. The signs of dehydrated skin include a tight feeling, especially after cleansing, dullness, fine surface lines that come and go, makeup that sits weird on your skin, and that frustrating experience of your skin drinking moisturizer and still feeling tight. Here's the part that changes everything. You can have oily skin and be dehydrated at the same time. Your skin can be producing plenty of oil and still be desperately short on water. When that happens, slathering on more moisturizer doesn't fix it, because moisturizer's job is to seal water in. And if there's no water there, there's nothing to seal. So the question isn't, do I need a heavier moisturizer? The question is my skin missing water, oil, or both? Let me show you how each one actually works. Hydrators are made with humectants. A humectant is an ingredient that attracts and holds water. The most well-known humectant is hyaluronic acid, of course, but glycerin and panthenol are also humectants. Panthenol is sometimes called provitamin B5, and honestly, glycerin is one of the most underrated ingredients in skincare. Humectants work like little sponges. They pull water toward the skin and hold it there. But here's the catch. They have to pull water from somewhere. In a humid environment, they pull from the air. In a dry environment like winter, plain cabins, indoor heating, they can actually pull water from your deeper skin layers up to the surface, where it can evaporate. That's the opposite of what you want. Moisturizers work differently. They're made with occlusives and emollients. Occlusives form a physical seal on top of the skin to prevent water from evaporating. So think of those ceramides, fatty acids, squalane, and plant butters. Emollients smooth and soften the spaces between the skin cells. Both jobs are about keeping water in, not adding water. That's why your skin needs both. Humectants to pull water in and occlusives to lock it down. One without the other doesn't work as well, especially not in the long run. Maybe you've heard me mention the hydration sandwich before. In last week's video on product layering, I talked about applying hyaluronic acid on damp skin and sealing it in with your moisturizer. That's the hydration sandwich. Today, I want to dig into why it works. Because once you understand the why, the technique stops being a tip and starts being a tool you can adapt to any routine. So here's the technique. Step 1, you start with damp skin, not soaking wet skin, just slightly tacky. Then step 2, you apply your humectant. That's your hyaluronic acid serum, your hydrating toner or essence. And then step 3, you seal it in with your moisturizer. That's your occlusive layer. Here's what's actually happening when you do this. Damp skin gives the humectant water to work with right at the surface. The humectant pulls that water into your skin and holds it there. Then the moisturizer goes on top and creates a seal that keeps that water from evaporating into the air. If you skip the damp skin step, your humectant has nothing to grab. And in dry conditions, it'll start pulling water from your deeper skin instead. If you skip the occlusive seal, all that water that you just added evaporates within minutes. The whole point of layering in this order is that each layer enables the next one to do its job. A note on whether you actually need a separate hydrator. And one more thing about hydrators. I get the question all the time, do I have to add a separate hydrator? And honestly, not always. If your skin feels comfortable, your barrier feels healthy, and your moisturizer is doing the job, you don't need to fix what isn't broken. You don't add steps for the sake of adding steps. But if your skin feels tight, if you live somewhere dry, or if you've ever felt like moisturizer is sitting on top of your skin instead of doing anything, that's when a dedicated humectant earns its place in your routine. And for most of us, that becomes more of a daily reality in our 40s. This is also why the 4-step routine works the way it does. Cleanse, treat, moisturize, and protect. When hydration earns its place in your routine, it lives inside the treat step. It's not a bonus. It's the foundation that makes the moisturizing step actually work. Now let's talk about why this matters more in your 40s than it ever did before. Your skin makes its own hyaluronic acid, the same water-holding molecule we just talked about. According to research published in the Journal of the American Academy of Dermatology, your skin's hyaluronic acid content starts declining as early as your 20s. By age 50, you've lost roughly half of it. So if you're in your 40s right now, you're not at the bottom of that curve, but you're well into it. That's why the routine that worked at 28 doesn't work the same way at 44. You're not imagining it. The water holding capacity of your skin has measurably changed. On top of that, your skin barrier, the outer layer that locks moisture in, also gets thinner with age, which means water escapes more easily. So you're losing water faster and holding less of it. The fix isn't a heavier moisturizer. The fix is adding a hydration step that meets your skin where it is now and making sure you seal it in. One more thing specifically for us Black women. Our skin gets labeled as oily because we tend to produce more sebum on the surface. The beauty industry says it, dermatologists say it, sometimes we even say it about ourselves. But oily does not mean hydrated. A lot of us have skin that's producing plenty of oil and it's still dehydrated underneath. That combination of shine on the surface and tightness when you smile, if that's you, going heavier on a cream usually doesn't fix it. What works better is layering a lighter humectant, a hydrating toner or hyaluronic acid serum under a moderate moisturizer. You're addressing the water shortage without piling on more oil to your skin that's already producing enough. Here's how this looks in your skincare routine. So starting after you cleanse in the morning, you apply a hydrating toner or hyaluronic acid serum on damp skin. Then you apply your moisturizer and then your sunscreen. At night, starting after you cleanse, you apply a hydrating toner or hyaluronic acid serum on damp skin and then a richer moisturizer. And if your skin is dry, an optional facial oil on top. Here are the 4 most common mistakes I see. 1, you're skipping the humectant entirely. So you're going straight from cleanser to moisturizer. 2, you're applying the humectant to bone dry skin. 3, you're forgetting the occlusive seal. So you're letting the humectant sit alone with nothing on top. 4, you're believing oily skin doesn't need hydration. For humectants, look for hyaluronic acid, glycerin, or panthenol on the ingredient list. For moisturizers, look for ceramides, fatty acids, or squalane to seal everything in. And if you want to see the specific products I keep in rotation for both, I've put together a hydration collection and a moisturizing collection on my Shop My page. The links are in the description, and I'll keep them updated as my routine evolves. Here's what I want you to take from this. Hydration adds water. Moisturizing seals it in. Both jobs matter depending on your skin. And the older you get, the more deliberate you have to be about doing both, because your skin is no longer doing as much of the work for you. In the comments, I want to know, did you realize you've been confusing hydration and moisturizing? Or did you find out today that your skin is actually dehydrated, not dry? Drop your answers in the comments below. I read every one. Next week, we're going deeper into something I touched on in this video. Why your skin gets more sensitive as you age, and what actually helps when products that used to be fine start causing reactions. If this video was helpful, subscribe so you don't miss it. I'm so glad you're here, and I will see you next week.